Hi, I'm Dynasty Wright, a.k.a. Little Miss Devil, and welcome to the Toon Minds Show, the podcast that takes you inside the wild imaginations of today's top cartoon creators. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at @LittleMissDevil_ for more fun and exclusive content. And now with that out of the way, enjoy the show. Hey! Welcome to the second episode of Toon Minds, the podcast that takes you inside the wild imaginations of today's top cartoon creators. I'm your super pumped host, Dynasty Wright. You cartoon fans might know me better as Little Miss Devil, cartoonist, writer, and creator behind indie Krampus series Realm of Dreams. Today's guest is the creator for the upcoming animated series Sinking Road, animator and musician Moa Olsson, aka Baphomet the Clown. Welcome.
Oh, it's so nice to be here.
We're happy to have you.
Oh, thank you so much. It is so wonderful to be here. Only my second podcast, so a little nerve-wracking, but awesome to be here.
Hey, it's okay. Nervousness, that's natural.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. So, we're going to start with the first question. Let's go way back to young Moa. What got you into art? What made you pursue a career in animation?
That is a very good question. I think it began just from watching a lot of old Disney movies and stuff, because that was my main inspiration, was just watching a lot of hand-drawn animations and stuff. Walt Disney and all of that. And growing up on the 2000s cartoons and everything on Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network and stuff, like, all of that was my inspiration. But especially old Disney movies from the 1950s and stuff. Like, I just love it.
Oh yeah, I definitely get that. I love all that stuff too.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So we're going to go to the second question. Did you have any favorite cartoons growing up? Are there any that inspired you in your work?
So, going back to old Disney, I just love Alice in Wonderland. That's like my favorite movie of all time. I love that one. As for cartoons, I grew up on Powerpuff Girls. I grew up on now I'm forgetting everything. I grew up.
That's okay.
No, but I grew up with like cartoons on Disney Channel as well, and other ones like that. Yeah. Wow, why can't I remember right now?
No, it's okay. Take your time. There's a lot of cartoons, so I don't blame you.
There is a lot of cartoons, and then you forget. But yeah, I was more of like watching like movies than like cartoons, but I did watch cartoons as well. Just Alice in Wonderland. I loved Hercules. I loved I loved Pinocchio, Dumbo, just all of those.
Those are all
Emperor's
cool.
New Groove as well.
Oh, yep. Those are all amazing movies, cartoons, everything. I watched all those. I loved Hercules growing up. My favorite Disney characters are Pain and Panic from Hercules.
I love God, that is super good. That is
so cute. Like, they're definitely the reason why I have an obsession with demons. Like, they started that. Like, I love them.
Yeah, no, I love them, and I love their like designs. It's so simple, but it's so effective. I adore it.
Yeah.
Just, oh my gosh.
Yeah, definitely adorable.
For sure.
So, Sinking Road. How did this awesome series get started? Feel free to share details about your project and its beginnings.
So it all came to life from a very simple dream I had. I basically had a dream that I was sinking down I was attached to a road and I was sinking down in the water, and then I woke up and I was like, yeah, I guess I'll make something out of that. Not sure where I got the inspiration for that, but then I sort of researched the Buddhist precepts and stuff, so then I incorporated them into like the world, and I kind of grew it into what it is now, just the story of Sinking Road and the movie that it's gonna be.
Wow, that's so cool. That's so cool. I love how exciting and how wacky your characters are. They have a lot of personality. Like, I love the colors, everything. It's very fun, and I can't wait to see it when it's finished. Like,
Thank you so
very hyped
much. That
for it.
really means a lot. I've seen your art too, and I absolutely love it. So cartoony.
Oh, thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Wow. So, what's the end goal for Sinking Road? Do you plan to pitch it to studios or stay independent? Also, do you know how long your show would be, like season-wise?
So I'm gonna stay independent because I don't trust any studios with my stuff.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
None of that corporation stuff. No, don't want that.
Yeah.
Get out of here. But no, but yes, I'll be staying independent. And so Sinking Road itself is actually just gonna be a full-fledged movie. And then what I do beyond that, I don't know. The movie I plan to be around 50 minutes long, so it is a full-fledged animated movie.
Wow,
I've
that's cool.
reached how much have I reached now? Like 35 minutes? It's pretty crazy.
That's a lot. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I'm really proud of myself.
You should be. That's amazing.
Thank you so much. I hope it will be worth the wait because I imagine I want to release it next year. But when next year, I have no idea.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot to think about. But you
Yeah.
should definitely be proud of the progress you've made so far.
Thank you
'Cause
so much.
that's an accomplishment.
Thank
Animation takes
you.
time, and 35 minutes
Oh
or
my
there, like
gosh,
that's a
yeah.
lot. That's a
Oh,
lot of
you tell
footage.
me.
So,
It takes a lot of time, but it's worth it. It's honestly worth it at the end.
oh,
Like
yep,
you get
definitely.
to see your characters come to life, and then you get to see
Yeah.
the story come to life. But the most
Yeah.
exciting thing is just seeing the characters move. It's so fun.
Yeah, I could imagine. I haven't gotten any animation yet for my project finished, but I seeing projects like yours, it just gets me even more excited to get to that
Oh,
point.
you should be. Once you
Yeah.
see it, you're gonna be obsessed. Like,
I bet.
yeah, you see your characters move, you're just like, yes, more. I want
Yeah,
more.
finally.
Yeah, they're moving. They're alive. It's
Yes.
alive.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Thank you.
So now I want to ask you, do you have a favorite character in your project Sinking Roads? Because there's so many fun characters. I love the twins, especially the princes.
Oh, thank
I
you.
think they're so cute.
Thank you. Lucky you, they show up a lot. So
That's good.
hopefully they'll be fun because like I think my voice actor did really well in delivering their lines and everything.
They did.
Like
He
I
did.
absolutely and it's one voice actor and it's really hard to believe because they sound very different. It's crazy.
Yeah. 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 Their range is amazing.
Yeah, for sure. But my favorite character, it's a tie between two. The main antagonist, Keytoon, I absolutely adore him, and I love animating him as well. He's super toony. It's kind of his thing. But also he's just maniacal and evil, and I love maniacal and evil characters. They're
Yeah.
just always the greatest to write and animate and draw. And then
I bet.
stage frighter Goldilocks, because I just ever since I did her scene, which was the latest scene I completed, I've been absolutely obsessed with like just watching her and animating her. Like I just love her. Plus, it's sort of like a little bit of a bias because I voice her myself, so then I have a
Oh wow!
double love for her. Yeah,
I saw that. I saw that. You did a really great job.
thank you.
And I was literally cracking up at some of the scenes I saw on your YouTube channel. Isn't she
Oh,
like the
thank you.
kleptomaniac?
Yes, she
Yeah,
is
she's
the one with the
hilarious.
hair. Yes.
She's hilarious.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bravo.
Oh, so the two antagonists are my favorites. You can tell what kind of characters are my favorites.
Yeah, villains.
Mhm.
They're always the
Love
best.
them. That was always my favorite
Yep.
movie of House of Mouse was the villains one.
Yeah, I love that special.
Yes, it's so good.
So good to see them all in one place. Like to finally see them all working together. Like that was
Yeah,
really
for
cool.
sure. I gotta
Yeah.
rewatch it. It's been
Yeah.
years. Oh my
Hey, I'm gonna
gosh.
do that too. I
Yes.
used to watch that show all the time. Amazing
Oh,
cartoon.
same. I was obsessed with it.
Yes. Do you remember Toon Disney?
Yes, I do. Same brain.
Yes. Yeah, here in the
Like-minded
States,
people.
that's
Gotta love the demons and the tunes. Just
yeah,
gotta love it.
definitely. Definitely. Here in the States, that's where it used to come on. That's the channel it used to come on.
Yeah.
I don't think that channel's not around anymore. We have like Disney XD now, but Toon
Oh,
Disney,
Disney
I
XD.
remember that.
Yeah. They just switched it up and it's just like, oh well. I was starting to get too old for it anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube it
But,
is anyway.
yep, definitely. So, I want to ask this question next. I'm sure a lot of young artists will be watching. Do you have any words of advice for any aspiring showrunners on how to manage an animated project?
Oh, that's a really good question because it all depends on like if you have people helping you or if you're independent. But I can give my insight as just purely independent. Um just if you will love your project and you enjoy making it and you enjoy like writing it, creating it and making it your own, then there's gonna be people that love it too. So don't feel discouraged to like
That's true.
strive for what you want to make basically because in the end people will love it and people will like grow attached to it because you're attached to it. Don't do
That's
something
true.
that you don't yourself don't like just because you think other people will like it as well. Like just create what you are passionate about and it will go far.
That's true.
And what more? Um just know it's gonna take time. Like it's not gonna be easy. I mean, next year when I hopefully complete the movie, it's would have taken 5 years for me. That is a
Wow.
long time.
That
Yeah.
is. That is.
This year is gonna be 4 years in April. It's pretty crazy. But yeah,
Wow.
it will be easier because you will have moments where you're like, I want to give up. I don't want to do this anymore. But it's like the
Yeah.
further you get, the more you're like, I can't turn back, and you're also like, I'm gonna see it to the end. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
that's
worth it.
true.
I'm
Yeah,
sure it's gonna be worth it.
definitely. Definitely. It's looking great so far, so it
Thank
definitely
you.
will.
So, because otherwise it's
Oh
like,
yeah, for
oh damn,
sure.
where did all those 5 years go? Shit, what do I do now?
I think it's I think it's natural. Like when it's your work, I think it's natural for creators to be their biggest critic sometimes.
Oh
So
yeah.
I
Oh my
definitely
gosh.
get where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, for sure. I can be immensely critical and like perfectionistic with myself and also like the whole like pushing myself beyond my like own limits to be like, well, I don't want to disappoint anyone, But it's like take all the breaks you need. Sometimes life comes
Yeah.
before your project and it's fine to like take some time off and like
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah, that's definitely true. That's definitely true.
Yeah. Never burn
So,
yourself out.
yep. Yeah. Burnout. That's not never fun. Never fun.
Oh god, I had it like recently, or like by
Wow.
the end of last year, and it was horrible. It was horrendous.
Yeah.
It was the
Yeah.
worst.
I get it. I get it. Like I remember last year too, I went through a burnout period where I took like a few months off from Instagram because I post like regularly, but I just could
Yeah,
not deal with social media for a while. I just wanted to focus on like
yeah,
other life things.
mm.
It was just too much. So, but I
Yeah.
get that.
No, that's so fair. It sucks
Yeah.
because you want to get back into it, but it's like it's just
Yeah.
impossible. You gotta let yourself rest. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yep. So,
Oh,
yeah, but now I'm going to ask let's see. Okay. How did you get a voice cast together? Because I think you have such a fun variety and diverse cast of characters. So how did you get a cast together for your cartoon?
Well, the easiest place to do that, I would say, is like Casting Call Club. That was the place I went to get my cast.
Oh wow.
But then I also already had some people that were willing to, audition and partake from past projects and like friends and mutuals. So yeah, it's like, for example, Nola Klopp, who voices Dottie Duet, she had already voiced Wayward in Wayward's House, which was a short that I made on Halloween 2020.
Wow.
And just I had asked her like if she wanted to like try it out, and she did, and that's
Wow.
like how I got her. And then the rest came from Casting Call Club. One of them, or no, two of them, are friends, and yeah.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. I'm definitely
Yeah.
gonna look into that because I've heard that name go around, but I haven't really looked into it myself. So that's really cool. I definitely.
Yeah, Casting Call Club is really good. It's also like a lot of voice actors are willing to offer their work for free because like they want to get themselves out there. So
Wow,
it's
that's
like a lot of
cool.
them do offer their work for free, but I do want to compensate all my voice actors. I managed to compensate one,
Yeah.
and that's Nola because she has the most lines. So I've compensated her, but I want to be able to compensate them all. But I just don't get paid for my work, so it's like because I'm the only person.
Yeah,
So I
I
have
get
to just
it.
hope that I get enough money or I like make something out of like Sinking
Yeah.
Road, so then I can like compensate my voice actors accordingly. But luckily they all signed up like not expecting to get paid, but I want to still like compensate them for their work because they're amazing.
Yeah, yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah, it sucks to not like have the funds to do that, but it also is
Yeah.
amazing to have people that are willing to help. Like especially
Yeah.
super talented people like all my voice actors. They are amazing people and
They are. I can tell.
they deserve all the love in the world because like I would not be able to make Sinking Road without them.
Yeah.
Otherwise it would just be my voice the entire time and that's just annoying.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah. So what I want to ask next is so like what is it like the animation process like what is that like putting this all together since this is a cartoon and that is the biggest part for a cartoon is the animation so what is that like managing that part of it.
Yeah, it's hard to say because I just kind of try and do a little bit every day when I can. So it's like it's a very small shugging of like work because I do little and little, but like in like a span of like yeah, it's like a week and like months and stuff. Like every day I try to do a little bit of work. So it's a little hard to say in like the long run, like when you compress it down, like hmm. But I did make a video that like showed like my process of how I like animate, and I just go like pretty straightforward, like sketching, line art, keyframes, or well, now I got it wrong. Sketching,
That's okay.
keyframe line work, in between line work, and coloring back, and then the scene
Wow,
is complete.
that's amazing. That's amazing. I've always admired animators because I'm not an animator. I just draw. I just draw. But
Yeah.
like seeing people, put these cartoons on YouTube, like shorts, whatever. It's always so cool to see.
Oh yeah, I admire so many like animators that are like way ahead of me, like Surreal who makes Monkey Wrench. Like I love his
Heard
work.
about that. I haven't
So,
seen it yet, but I
oh,
definitely know what that is.
he's a gigantic inspiration for me. In fact, I
Wow.
think I saw one of his first like animations on YouTube when I was like only like I don't know 11, 12 years old, and I
Wow.
was like, oh my god, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to be that.
The realization moment.
Yeah, it was an awakening.
Yeah, it's an awakening. It's always an amazing moment when you're a kid and you realize what you want to do. It's like it's just
Yeah.
it's amazing.
It's also amazing that you can also like make something without being an animator yourself as well. Like there are just so many people that are willing to sign up and be part of your team and help you out with your
Yeah.
project. It's great.
Yeah,
Because I
that's
can tell you
definitely
myself
great.
as an animator that like I wouldn't want to animate on something that I'm not interested in. So if you get animators to like animate for you, then it's like you have something really good.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to that part because it just seems so fun.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be so great. You're gonna
I
post it
bet.
everywhere. Like, check this out. Look at this. Look at my character move. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, definitely.
You better look it now.
Yeah, for sure. So, um, actually, yeah, I want to ask about this. So, I see that you say you're a musician as well. So can you please tell me about like what is that like? Composing music and all that jazz, like writing songs. Like I can assume that's what you do. Like, what is that like?
Yeah, I just kind of because I never went to actual like music theory and music school and stuff. I just kind of go by ear. And I just place the notes, and I'm like, "Oh, this sounds good." So then I put instruments, and yeah, somehow it creates music that people like. I don't know. I don't have like a deep like knowledge on making music. I just make it for fun. But
Oh, okay.
when you do it for like a long time, you do get better at it, even if I still don't understand what all the notes mean.
Practice makes perfect. Even though
Exactly.
no one's ever perfect, but you get it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's honestly
Yeah.
fun to like try, and like I think another thing is I love like testing out different creative things. Like I just don't want to just do one thing. I want to like try out other things, like making games. I want to make sculptures. I want to make music, and yeah, so like I just want to try out everything creative.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I
Nothing
even
wrong with
made my
that.
first 3D model not too long ago, and I'm really proud of it.
Wow, that's really cool. That's really
Thank
cool.
you. Yeah, it's like 2D animation is always gonna be my main go-to, but it's like also like I want to like learn different things because I just think it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great to have a large, skill set.
Yeah, it's like, and it's also just fun, like trying
Yeah.
out things because you're like, well, I kind of want to have like a sculpture of Dottie or something. So I'm working on a sculpture of Dottie. It doesn't look very good so far, but
Hey, I would love to see it if you ever decide to post it on any of your socials. I would love to see the finished product.
yeah,
I
it's still
bet it
a
looks
very
great.
heavy whip, but I'll share it on Twitter when it's done.
Okay.
And Blue
I'll
Sky.
definitely be checking that out.
Yes.
Okay. So, and last but not least, time for the Toon Minds This or That segment. So, Moa,
Ooh.
I'm going to list 5 pairs of cartoons, and you have to choose one cartoon per pair. Pretty much the one you prefer out of the two.
All right.
Okay. So,
I'm
one,
ready. Bring it on.
the 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 Flintstones or the Jetsons.
The Flintstones.
I get it. I get it. I definitely get it. Two, South Park or Family Guy.
South Park.
Yeah. Yes.
My also because my fiance loves South Park, so then it's like
Oh, that's
it's kind of that
cool.
association as well.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's such a great show. It's such a great show. Like I have moments where like I might not watch it for a while, but when I get into it, I get into it. Like I
Oh
love
my
the
god,
fan
yeah.
art, everything. Like had a huge love for that show. Like I don't watch it all the time, but when
I
I
used
when I
to
really
not
get into it,
watch it. I used to not watch it too much, but then Babe showed me the movie, and I'm like, this is the funniest thing ever. I love this.
I haven't seen the movie
Oh,
yet, but I'm late. I'm late, but I haven't seen
it
the movie
is
yet. But
very
I'm going
good.
to see
It is
it.
very good. I love it.
good things about it. Okay. So, 3. The Powerpuff Girls or the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Powerpuff Girls. I used to be absolutely obsessed with it.
Wow.
That
Me
used to be
too.
my jam. I would replay it because I had it on VHS. I would replay the VHS over and over and over and over and over
Wow.
again.
Yeah, it's a really good cartoon. Like I had an obsession with it as well. I had the toys. I had like a dress that has
Yeah.
all the characters on it. Like so, I had an obsession with it too. I've seen the movie, and I want to ask you, who is your favorite Powerpuff Girl?
Buttercup.
I get that.
Yes.
My favorite was also always Buttercup. I always liked her
Yeah.
attitude. Like
Yeah, I always loved her attitude. Also, I love green, so that's my favorite color.
I get that. Mine is pink, but I like.
I mean, pink is valid. It is very valid. It's the opposite of green, so it's like it works out.
Yep, definitely.
Now we just need a blue one, and then it's perfect.
Yep, definitely.
We're
Yeah, but I love them
creating the
all
Powerpuff
though.
Girls of tunes.
Yep, definitely. I think it's a good one. Okay, next one. SpongeBob or Invader Zim?
SpongeBob, because I was binging SpongeBob all the time when I was young, and I actually didn't grow up on Invader Sim, but my fiance did. And if my fiance doesn't like SpongeBob, so it's like kind of like a different side of the spectrum.
That's definitely an unpopular opinion, but it's nice to see different thoughts on that cartoon since
Oh
everyone seems
yeah,
to
we
praise it.
we have like things that we love, absolutely love together, but then we have things that we're like, you like that, but I don't, and like stuff like that. It's perfect. Yeah, it's healthy.
Yes. Like you, I didn't grow up on Invader Zim. What's funny is that like I got into Invader Zim like during COVID, like 2019. I
Oh,
think is when I got the DVD set for my 21st birthday. I binged the entire show. I've
yeah.
been in love with it ever since. I'm obsessed. I have so many shirts and merchandise. Like I'm a late bloomer when it comes to that show, but I love
I
it.
trust your judgment. I'm gonna have to give it a go at some point.
It's amazing.
I bet.
It's
I've heard
hilarious
great
too.
things. It seems to be up my alley. I just don't have the time. So it's like, it's that thing. And
I
also,
get
there's
that.
so many things I've missed. So I have like a list of like, oh man, I gotta watch this.
And off topic, but I spot Miku in the background. Do you like Vocaloid?
Oh, funny you say that. Wait, let's see if I can show this. We have here and there. Oh my
Wow.
god, I have a lot of Mikus. All that shelf,
That's
that entire
amazing.
shelf is Miku. And we have there the
Wow.
poster, another poster over there. Yeah. Wow,
That's
now the
really
webcam is messed
cool.
up. Yeah, I it's kind of surprising because I have a lot of Toon friends that aren't into anime and stuff and like anime styles. But then there's me, and I'm like, I have friends that are only into anime, and I have friends that are only into cartoons, and I'm just kind of in the middle. I'm like,
Me too. Me too. I like cartoons and I like anime. I had my okay. I'm gonna ask you this. Okay, my favorite anime. Okay, I like a lot, but my favorite anime is Death Note. I binge it every single week on
oh,
Netflix. I
I
love
know.
Death Note.
That's another thing that's another like anime that like my fiance loves, and I still need to watch it. But
It's great.
oh, I bet I've heard great things.
Yes. But I would, when it comes to that show, I would definitely recommend reading the manga too, since the second
Yeah,
rushed in the anime, but the manga gives you
yeah,
more details.
yeah. Maybe if my fiance has a copy of the manga, I can borrow it.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to ask, like, do you have a favorite anime? Like, are there any that you absolutely love?
I
Absolutely
have
love?
3 animes in mind, and because like 2 of them are like kind of underground. Shigofumi, Hoseki no Kuni, and Madoka Magica.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Very like I look into like a lot of like kind of like deep corners of anime because I like I I don't know. I don't like a lot of the like mainstream ones like
I
Attack on
get
Titan
that.
and stuff.
I get
Yeah.
that.
And shonen, oh god.
You know what, Shonen?
I don't like shonen.
Oh!
I do not
I
like shonen.
am such a huge fan. I love Dragon Ball Z and
Fair.
Naruto. I
It's
love
so
Naruto and
fair.
Dragon Ball Z.
It is so fair. I get it. I get the appeal. But I just have never gotten into it myself.
That's okay.
I like magical girls and stuff. And dark animes, like kind of like horror and stuff.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. Love
Mhm.
horror.
That's why I think Death Note will be like kind of more up my alley for sure. Because it's like
Yeah.
it's horror, and it sounds really good.
Yeah, it is good. And another horror anime I would recommend as well that I think is great is Shiki. I would recommend Shiki.
Oh,
Like
Shiki! I watched it a bit when I was young, but I think I was a little too young to understand it. Yeah, I was like
very,
12 years old. I don't think I
graphic.
should have watched it then. So I'm gonna rewatch it for sure. It's on my list.
Yeah, you should. You should. And last one I want to ask about is, have you ever seen Soul Eater? Because I think it kind of has that horror aspect to it that I think you might like. Dark anime with a lot of comedy in it.
I have not watched it, but I know what it is because another one that my fiance absolutely is obsessed with.
Yeah.
If there's like things I haven't watched, then like my fiance probably has, and like vice versa. And I
That's
know
really cool.
that my fiance absolutely loves Soul Eater, so I'm gonna give that one a go at some point as well. It has promised to show me Soul Eater.
Yeah, cool. And and last one for my this or that segment. We got off track to discussing shows. All right. Adventure Time or regular show?
I've watched neither actually, so it's like, yeah. I sit in my own little bubble of weird stuff, but I think interest-wise, like how it looks, I think I would give Adventure Time a go
I
quicker
get
than
that.
regular show.
I get that. I've seen a lot of both. They're both great shows. You know, they're they're different. They're very different, but
Yeah.
I think they do what they're supposed to. They're both
I know
great.
somebody compared Adventure Time to Alice in Wonderland at some point as well. So that's why I was like kind of interested. Like, oh yeah. Like if it's kind of nonsensical and like just silly going
And
from character
fantasy.
to character kind of
Yeah.
thing, then it's like, yeah. Sounds
Yeah.
up my alley.
Yeah. Yep. And I remember you saying that you really your favorite movie is Alice in Wonderland. So
Yeah.
do you I love that too. I love the Disney animated version. I
Yes.
don't remember exactly what year it came out, but I like
1951.
yes, that's my favorite one. My favorite version.
It's my autistic brain. I'm sorry. I just remember those things.
No, that's okay. So I wanted to ask you, do you have a favorite character in a movie?
Queen of Hearts.
I get that. She
She's
stands
my wife.
out.
She's my wife. I love her. She's my bisexual lover.
I get that. That's really cool. My favorite has always been Cheshire Cat because I love
that
cats.
is so valid.
I love
I
cats.
Oh my god, I love cats. I have 5 of them. Cats are the best. They are the absolute best.
Yeah, they are. They are. And when it comes to like Queen of Hearts, I gotta say though, I really love like Tim Burton's like for his version of the movie, the live action one. I really like the design he had for the Queen of Hearts in that movie, like the big head and everything.
Yeah, that's like the only thing I would say I like about that one. I don't really like the live action, but
that's okay. That's okay.
I
prefer animation over that anyway.
Yeah, I do remember liking the design of Queen of Hearts, and like some of the designs in the movie in general is kind of good. But that was like when Tim Burton was starting to strive more into like mainstream, and he was starting to get boring.
I would say that I do prefer his animated work, but that movie was good
Oh,
for what it
Nightmare
was. I
Before
remember seeing it as a
Christmas.
10-year-old.
Oh, Nightmare
Oh yeah,
Before
love that
Christmas. I
movie.
love that movie. Yes.
Love it. Oh, and all right. Thank you for coming onto the
Thank
second
you
episode.
so much.
Oh, Moa. Do you have any socials where viewers can reach you?
Well, I have a Twitter that is Houndtown, and then I have I guess YouTube would be the main platform to like follow me on. Would be Poundtown Hound. Then I think I'm also called Poundtown Hound on Blue Sky and Newgrounds. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the places you can reach me.
That's really cool.
But if
Okay.
you subscribe, then
Okay.
I'm gonna have your soul. So it's like that's the trade off.
I love that. Okay. Moa Olsson, everyone. Thank
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. And
But
remember to stay tune-minded. Like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay up to date with new episodes. Bye.
bye.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for future Toon Minds episodes. Bye.